Namaskar, 22nd Ovi from Dasbodh Nityapath, daily recitation, collected by my Sadguru Swami Madhavnath. Today, from the 12th Dashak, first Samas, 9th Ovi. प्रपंची जो सावधान तो परमार्थ करील जाण, प्रपंची जो अप्रमाण तो परमार्थी खोटा. Sadhan means alert, awakened, and conscious. Paramartha, everybody knows, to remain yogi bhakti at every moment. Apramad means there is no reference of success. Okay? Khota means to lie, to fail in Paramartha. Okay? So these are the meanings of these words. Now, prapanchizo savadhana. In the earlier old days, prapancha means living a daily life, routine life in a family was different, and living a sannyasi life, a sage life, or austere life, you can say, was different. These were two distinct paths. But after the self-realization of rishis and munis and all those great people realized so, they happen to come to know, in fact, that at each moment when you are walking on the razor's blade, Shurasya Dhara Nishita Durata, if you are living a life like walking on the razor's blade, if you choose good over bad, God over evil, goddess over the devils and all those things, like this, if you choose a good path, it may happen that we are living a path which even austere saints and seers are living, even when you are living in in a family life. And there are a lot of examples in India since millions of years. Vasistha Rishi, then Prabhu Ramachandra, Sri Krishna. And Sri Krishna, even he was not born, still his maternal uncle Kansa was willing to kill him. I mean, you can imagine. So they suffered a lot of things, and still they were on the Paramarthic path. And that same Sri Krishna happened to be the Mahan Yogi, and happened to tell the Gita, from which we are listening all these things, Dhaneshwari. It doesn't matter whether you are living a family life or austere life, being a sadhu, sannyasi, saints, or whatever you may be. Where you are, what you are doing is very important. So if these two paths are different, prapancha and paramartha, paramartha means going towards God, and prapancha is doing everyday work, doing all fantastic things in life and then die. No, that is not the life. If you merge your life with the paramartha, then that becomes a real life, that becomes a invaluable life. So then how to merge it? Keeping record of investment of each moment, that is the best way. What happens when we are at student age, we should study properly, and we should try our best. So what happened once we worked hard and we studied everything, each and every point, still if during engineering this question arise, and then one of the disciple of Swamiji asked this question. Swamiji, we studied hard. We had 10 questions in the paper. Out of them we had to solve 8 because 2 into the option. If we solve even 4 questions, we get 50% mark and we can pass the examination. But still I couldn't solve a single question. In that situation, what happens? You tried your best. Honestly, he said, okay. Then never mind failing. In this failing, what is our realization? Then one of the senior persons said that to get a success, there are many things that we have to get the support. Our success depends on very many factors. Like in your case, the question paper is there. For example, in a business, so many other factors are there. So everybody cannot do business. Everybody cannot, remain topper in the examination. Everybody cannot do everything. Everybody has different skill set. Everybody has his own self swadharma, own religion. Each person has his own religion. Just remember this. So he has to follow his own path. We cannot copy anybody. Whatever the situation, wherever we are, even specially you think, I'm sitting at this place, nobody else is sitting, I'm sitting here. For example, if we think ourselves as the body, so you are always at unique place. Okay, so it is your unique way of living that will solve your own problems. When you make your studies to become a realized soul, before studies just offer prayers to the goddess Saraswati. These are Thopta, means in Marathi we like Vibhuti Yoga is there in 10th chapter of Gita, that when you start studying, just offer prayer to goddess Lakshmi. When you start cooking, just offer your prayers to Annapurna Mata. Annapurna means the goddess who is giving us the food. When you get salary, just offer that salary at the feet of goddess Lakshmi. Just remember, goddess Lakshmi and money are not same things. Our real goddess Lakshmi is self-realization. That self-realization is goddess Lakshmi, goddess Saraswati, whatever you may call it. So money has nothing to do with goddess Lakshmi, but whatever trends are there, okay, we should say yes, and just let them do whatever they want. Because everybody has been taught in some other way of thought process, and they get grown up in that goddess Lakshmi is money and all those things. And if you earn money with uncorrupt way, a proper way, it's okay. But if you earn goddess Lakshmi, if you call the money as goddess Lakshmi through improper ways, then that doesn't become Lakshmi, that becomes a Lakshmi for you. So always, many a times, we get an opportunity to earn money through several ways. Just try to select the proper way. Just try to select a path that will not burn your paramarthik path forever. Remain on the path of Paramartha, select good things. Many times it may happen that we may fail, like that happened. It happened with so many students. It happens that once in a while they get lower marks. Everybody cannot become topper every time. So select a path like Shura Siddhara Nishita Duratya. We are walking on the path of razor blade. And because it is Paramartha, it is that we selected only, that we have to achieve self-realization. So this is the path. Every time we select proper path and go ahead, because we want to become yogi at all the time, become bhakta at all the time. So we should remain on the good path, even in Prapancha and Paramartha. In fact, Prapancha and Paramartha are not different. Our each heartbeat, our each inhalation and exhalation, each blinking of fire, speaking, listening, thinking, every activity 24/7 should be devoted to God only. So even living in the family can become a paramarthik life. These two things are not different. Okay, that's what Samartha Ramdas is trying to tell us, that if we live a life devoted to God, Prapancha and Paramartha, they don't remain distinct. They remain a one single path, and we can become a yogi according to Lord Shri Krishna. Vibhaktana Sayataris Bhaktanaya as per Samartha Ramdas. And then this is not a path for a single person, this is a path for everybody in the world. Then we can create Anandavana Bhavan, we can achieve sustainable development goals wherever we may go. Whatever we do on the earth, we will do it on the moon, Mars and beyond. So clearly, he has given clearly, it is path for everyone, that we have to live a Sadvasana, Sadvrutti, Sadkarma means we should keep our thoughts pure, our path should be pure, our action should be pure, our thoughts should be pure, our life should be pure, and it is possible. I have seen lots of people living such a life in India and abroad as well, whether they are employed or unemployed. Because many times unemployed people are forced to do bad work, but they have forced to refuse to do bad work. I have seen people with ethics and values all across the world. Now, because many people like Sant Tukaram, they are forced to do bad work, they said, no, you are not giving anything to me, that Lord is giving me everything. He is giving me food, you are telling that you don't have mindset to earn even 2 paisa. You cannot earn a single penny. But that is the situation you brought. Whenever I try to do a very good thing with all ethics and behavior, you do not let people buy. It is a political thing now. So in such situation, okay, leave it to the God. Always remain on the path of Paramartha. Don't leave that. Trust God. Have a faith. And then Prapancha and Paramartha can become one, and slowly walking on that path for 36 years or 48 years or whatever it may be. Any early childhood, if you start, then within 24 years or 36 years, you can become a self-realized soul. It is possible. If you fail in this, you will fail in this. If you merge everything together, keep your record of each moment spent with the God at each day, at each moment, and such a beautiful life you live that you remain happy forever, then there is nothing like that. There was one person living with Swamiji. I think he or she, I won't tell you who or he or she, that person used to come with a crash because of physically challenged. Once what happened, walking on the steps, that person fell down. Immediately I ran and gave it the crash to person, walked near the Swami. One of the child asked, even after you fell down, you were laughing. How is it possible? That person said, you see, this physically challenges was not in my hands. But to remain happy, to chant the name of God, to think about God, is in my hand. And while falling, I remember there was someone who could catch me behind. So her mother was behind her, she caught her. Then when that Krisha fell down from down, I brought it up because we were in the queue almost. So that much faith and that much trust she had that someone will catch if we fall down. What a faith, what a trust. It's like that. Even if we fail, as we saw that when our fault is not there, we had tried our best, then don't bother about failure. Try to remain on the path of Paramartha forever, 24/7. For each heartbeat, with each heartbeat, blinking of eyes, inhalation and exhalation, listening, speaking, every action, everything, you devote it to God. Your life become Paramarthic life. That is what Samartha Ramdas is saying. So, just let us try to live such a just, righteous and beautiful life. Thank you very much.